as we depart Loo Station,
Yes.
how was your Loo experience? Because we've just been in Loo, because up here,
Always in the front of my face, Jeff.
which corner is it in?
Oh.
That. It's a bonus video. Vicky explores the Loo Valley line. We've ridden the whole of the Loo Valley line today because we're about to do Loo Station in,
Cornwall.
which is
Coombe Junction.
Cornwall.
I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry, Cornwall.
So amusingly, this gentleman here, Timmy, is the same guard.
Same guard.
When we did all the stations, Coombe
Yep.
Junction, he's the same gentleman. He's still here. I'd like to think he's gone off and worked other services since then. You haven't just been going up and down since May, have you? That would be funny. Shall I just give you the camera then?
I've had it all day, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's your turn to do some work now.
Right, nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you.
See you in another 5 months' time or something.
I'll still be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When was the last time you let somebody on or off?
Probably you.
Hang on, so since May, no one else has got on or off?
No, I've had a couple, I think.
This is Jonathan. He's super friendly and he's going to pop his horn. Like that. Welcome to Britain's second least used station.
Amazing.
Did your grandfather also used to work here?
Yes. From the other side of my family.
Would you like to take us through some of these sparse
Some of the features of Coombe
facilities?
Yes. Here we have a help point. The next train.
Let's find out.
Your call is being connected. Please wait.
Your call's being connected, Vicky.
Please wait.
How do you feel about that? The next train should be tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. That was the last departure until tomorrow.
Please wait.
I'm waiting.
Please wait.
We have the timetable. So, Loo to Liskeard. Where are we? Coombe Junction Halt. This is the train we just got off, the 1522. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing for the rest of the day. Saturday, 9:30. What's that noise? Some sort of factory next door. 9:30, 10:52. Nothing, 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 nothing.
Please wait.
There's a phone.
Without a receiver.
Yeah, the receiver's hanging off the phone. That ain't working, is it? That's really not working.
There's a squirrel somewhere in a tree with a receiver. There's no windows. Someone's written strong and stable.
Are they suggesting that the train service at Coombe Junction is strong and stable, or that the phone, which is clearly out of operation, is strong and stable? What do you think it refers to?
I think it refers to the stability of this shelter.
Vicky's measuring the platform in Vicky feet. This is a new thing here we do on Loo stations. Whilst Vicky is measuring it, a little bit of history, just while we're here, just to say that the line originally wasn't here. There was a canal, Cornwall famous for tin and copper mines, and the line actually goes up in that direction. Today it goes to a cement factory, but in 1860s there was a canal that got replaced by a railway, and it was actually, the railway was built by the canal company. Passenger services didn't start until about 20 years later, and it wasn't until 1901 that this incredible curve, which we'll don't get to see today. Sorry, I was certainly aware that Vicky was, how many?
106 and a bit.
106 and a bit Vicky feet. So the curve, the reason why that exists is because that came a lot later, so they could link this little branch line to the rest of the railway. Do you want to wander up and go and see the viaduct?
Yeah, let's do that.
The viaduct's quite
I like that you can walk alongside the track there.
Well, let's do that as well.
That's kind of cool.
Let's do that as well.
Please wait.
There is, by the way, there's a link in the description. On all ECU station videos, we have a spreadsheet that marks facilities. But I just want to say for the record, there's no DMI.
Nope. No permit to travel.
There's no permit to travel, there's no ticket machine. There is a bench and a waiting shelter.
Yes.
And a telephone that doesn't work and an
Yes.
information point. But there's no shop, there's no local amenities, there's not even a bike rack. Sometimes you get just like a single bike rack. This might be a very low scoring ECU station. Even Shippey Hill had a bike rack, didn't it?
They had plants.
You come down to the crossing, there's a yellow telephone, but you only have to phone if you're with a vehicle or animal. Do you have a vehicle or an animal with you?
No.
Then you can probably just go across as a human.
There's a penalty of £1,000 for not closing the gate as well. Shall I cross?
Please wait.
I'm waiting.
Okay, this might not work. Exposure, we could be silhouetted right now. But if you lean forward, there's less chance of us being silhouetted. We want to do passenger numbers.
Yes.
So I'll test you actually. So how many was Shippey Hill? What's the infamous
12.
12 is Shippey Hill's number. What is, for the 2015-16 OOR, link in the description, period, what is Coombe Junction Halt?
48.
Divide that by 365 is, yeah, 0.13 passengers
0.13.
a day. A tenth and a bit of a passenger a day. And because we bought railroaders, we didn't even have, we won't add to the stats by doing it. Not unless, when we get to Liskeard, we say buy a single to Coombe Junction tomorrow. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. But we are going to speak to a lovely man called Alan.
Hello, Alan.
And he's actually trying to make Coombe Junction not one of the ECU stations by getting a load of people to travel here. That coming up in a bit. But do you want to go and see the amazing viaduct first?
Yes.
Okay, are you done with Coombe Hall? Have you taken all the pictures and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Just as we were walking back, we remembered something. The train has gone up to Liskeard and he's come back down, but this time he doesn't stop at Coombe. He stops, we just walked back from the ground frame, so I'm just running back to the ground frame because the train's just pulled in. So we set the ground frame and then the driver will go forward again and the guard will hop on once he's set the points back, and then the guard will jump on. I'm going to focus on the points. Trust me, he's in that little hut about to set the points. Watch the points.
Please wait.
I'm waiting.
Viaduct. Can you see it? And there's the viaduct. And can you see in the distance, like there is the line that goes down, so the line's there, that goes down to the cement factory, no longer in use, and that is the main line. So I think Penzance is that way and Plymouth is that way. Trains all go across that viaduct. It's pretty cool, right?
It is cool.
By the way, we've now got to walk all the way back down that path to get back to the exit. We'll get a taxi to Liskeard. I'm not walking up the hill. You've walked up enough hills today, haven't you?
I just got stung as well.
on the train home. We've had a lovely day out on the Liscard Loo branch. But before we've done that, we've decided to meet a man called Alan. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello. Now, we met you before, didn't
We did,
we?
yes.
On all the stations.
Did.
Where did we meet you? Or was it on the Oakhampton day?
Oakhampton. Yeah.
Okay, now what happened is that Alan, we met him on the Oakhampton day, but later on he then followed our journey and saw us at Shippey Hill and saw what we did with the flash mob, as it was, and all those people, and you did something very similar to Coombe. So what is it you've now done at Coombe Junction Station?
We have a walking group called Walks for History in Plymouth, and we organised a day with them on the train from Plymouth down to Coombe.
Yes.
We got off at Liscard, walked down the hill, as you do,
Okay.
and then all put our hands out, stopped the train when he came into Coombe Junction.
So there's a brilliant photo
There
of you
is.
and how many people? Did you count?
I think there's about 10 or 12 of us.
Or at Coombe Junction
All at
Station.
Coombe Junction
So you
Station.
have boosted the passenger numbers
We have
for the
indeed,
Coombe
yes.
Junction Station.
Yeah.
And this is a monthly event.
It's not a monthly event, we're looking to do it on a regular basis if we get people who are interested in
Okay,
it.
but it's for runners, it's for walkers. So
It's
you,
for
so you all
walkers.
meet, but you
Yeah.
meet at Coombe Junction. You take the train somewhere, and then you go for a walk.
No, we meet in Plymouth
So you meet in Plymouth. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, but you end up at Coombe.
and we end up at Coombe.
At Coombe, right? So we're going to put your Facebook group either on screen
Yeah.
or in the description. But just why did you choose Coombe? Why is it a special station for you?
Because it's the least used station in Cornwall and it needs our support.
But not anymore.
Well, no, it's going to still need our support in the future.
What was interesting is that you think because of what you've done,
Yeah.
Coombe Junction now may not be the least used station in Cornwall. And so which station's going to get the title?
It's probably going to be St Keen Wishingwell Hall.
So the St Keen, which we were at the one before.
Yeah.
That will
It will
sink
leapfrog
lower.
it,
It will
yeah.
leapfrog. Wow. Okay. Right.
And then we'll start going to St Keen
Just look at the camera, Alan. Why should people go to Coombe Junction and join your group?
because it's a pretty station in Cornwall.
Thanks very much. We spent about 4 hours on the journey home dispensing railcard advice to all the nice people around us. Thanks very much. That was Coombe and Liscard and Lou.
Got my hat on now.
I've got your hat on now. Yeah, no, look, we met a girl called Maggie. Say hi, Maggie. It's a random person we met on the train. We met this man too. Hiya. See you later.
This station is Coombe Junction Hall. The next train to arrive at this station in the direction of Liscard will be the 1522 Great Western Railway service to Liscard.
That was the one we were on.